Well, welcome back everyone to Mount Rainier National Park. It's been a while since I've been up here because of COVID and mask, social distancing, all necessary in this strange time. I haven't spent a lot of time in the park this summer, but it's now the end of September and we're definitely in the throes of fall. See lots of fall color here behind me. It's a cool afternoon. It's about 42 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius, and I'm working my way. It's a short hike today up to a place called Snow Lake and Bench Lake. So it's only just over a mile, maybe 1.2 miles from the parking lot up to Snow Lake. But with any luck this afternoon, with flat light right now, but two things: either a break in the clouds and some contrast, or maybe some atmosphere. Either one of those would be welcome this afternoon. So I'm on my way to these two beautiful alpine lakes for some fall landscape photography. So let's go. So there were a couple other hikers in the area. This is actually the split in the trail, or the Y in the trail. If you go left, it takes you down to Bench Lake. Then I'm going to continue on up to Snow Lake. But the reason I stopped here is when you're in the mountains, the emphasis is really on your clothing system. I've gotten pretty warm during the day in my down jacket hiking up here. This is probably at about the 3/4 mile mark, so it's a good time for a clothing break. It's also starting to rain. So down jackets are really useless when they get wet. So I needed to take my down jacket off, put on my lightweight Arc'teryx waterproof, and that took care of me for the rest of the afternoon. Well, I'm almost up to Snow Lake. It's just up and over the rise here, but I thought I'd stop and take a look at this rock here. So we're in the Cascades, and normally in the Cascades you see a lot of basalt, naturally, because of the volcanic past, the volcanic history of the Cascade Range. But this rock is not basalt, it's granite. So it tells a unique story of the Tatoosh Range. And actually, I don't know a lot of the details of the past of the Tatoosh, but I do know it's a separate magma system. And it really has nothing to do with Mount Rainier, even though it's in Mount Rainier National Park. The Tatoosh Range predates Mount Rainier by millions of years, and when you have an extinct magma system, a magma chamber that dies, what happens is that magma turns to granite, and so that's why we see these granite rocks in the Tatoosh Range. These are the remnants of the old magma system that built this range millions of years before Mount Rainier was here. Well, this is the Snow Lake backcountry camp. I don't know if you can tell on this camera, but it's raining pretty good right now. So I've taken my Sony camera and put it in the backpack put my pack cover on. This A6600 does pretty good in the inclement weather. I've had it pretty soaked and haven't had any problem with it. So, but just to be on the safe side, I tucked it away. I now have the GoPro out, and I do have a wind protector, so hopefully the audio is at least acceptable. But yeah, this is the Snow Lake backcountry camp. You can see some pretty epic composition potential here. Although right now we need some light. It's extremely flat. Lots of atmosphere, which is a good thing. But with any luck, it'd be nice to have some contrasty light to really make the scene pop. I've got some fall color as foreground interest if I wanted to use it. There's some fall foliage, brush and such, heather and huckleberry bushes on the lower slopes over here. So I might walk over there too, but I think the best composition is looking up into the draw here. Unicorn Peak is up here. You can't see it right now, but and the snow slope below Unicorn Peak you can see. But right now, I guess I just need to find a pine tree for some temporary shelter and wait for a little bit just to see if things improve. With any luck, fingers crossed, they will. So just gonna hang out, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Well, it is raining sideways, and I have come under the canopy here to try and take some shelter from the rain and, more importantly, the wind. Did bring a thermos of coffee with me, so that's welcome right now. Hot coffee on a cool fall day. I think the temperature's dropped a little bit. I told you it was 42 when I left the parking lot. Feels a little colder, but maybe it's just the wind. Anyway, I guess patience is the word of today. I did find a composition out in this kind of meadow that's just beyond this group of trees that I'm huddled under right now. It wasn't the best, but I would like to get at least one picture today. But it was raining so hard, and it was a focus stack composition, so anytime you do a focus stack, it's hard to keep your lens dry when it's pouring rain. So went ahead and bagged that, came up here, and I'm just going to wait a little longer, have my coffee, and hope for a weather window that allows me to get one picture today. I checked my watch a few minutes ago. It's 20 minutes after 3, and sunset tonight is at 7. So sunset's no factor today. I just want to get one picture. And some late afternoon light would be pretty good right now. So fingers crossed. And I tell you, I don't think I'm going to get a weather window. So if I want that picture, I'm just going to have to go take it. So let's go get wet. Okay, so I made my way out. Actually, the rain has let up a little bit, so I'm thankful for that. I'm right off the trail here. I've put my backpack on a rock over here so as not to disturb the vegetation. I'm careful with leave no trace here. I have a clearing. But basically, this is a simple composition. Not going to win any awards. We really don't have any light. If we had some light, it would be really good. But so I have this is basically the head of the valley, and I'm using the foreground interest is this fall color. I also have a boulder on the right hand side, and then the head of the valley actually frames the whole composition. There is a stick, which is actually this stick right here. I thought about moving it, but I'm going to leave it in because I think it helps to helps at least draw your eye into the center of the frame. Shooting this at f9, 1/20th of a second. So I am going to have to focus stack it. And basically, I will focus on the bush right in front of the lens. 2-second timer. I'll focus about 1/3 of the way through the frame. 2-second timer. Oh, here comes the wind. Hopefully I'm okay at 1/20th of a second. And then I'll focus on the pine trees that are about 2/3 of the way through the frame, and that should render the composition sharp from front to back. So the wind's picked up, the rain has stopped, but hopefully this composition works. At least I got one in the bag, and again, don't think it's going to win any awards, but let me know what you think. So here it is. All right, well, I'm packed up. You can probably see in the camera that it's got pretty dark just over the past few minutes. So more clouds moving in, probably another rain system. So I have packed it up, and I'm headed back to the parking lot. So hopefully I don't get too wet on the walk out, but such as it is when you're out in nature, especially this time of year, this part of the country, you got to expect a little inclement weather. But it's been nice to get out. It's been a while, so it feels good to be back in the park. No real epic photos today, but I'd like to thank you for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. To Bench and Snow Lakes in Mount Rainier National Park, just off the Stevens Canyon Road. Enjoyed the video. I always appreciate a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down below. And if you like this kind of content, hiking, nature, backcountry, hopefully some wildlife at some point in the future, then at least consider hitting that subscribe button. So I got about a mile and a little over a mile walk back to the car. So again, thanks for coming along. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.